His head's so freaking fat and big.
Lord Tyrion, Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
Too bad I
House
don't
Forrester is a
freaking
northern
kneel.
house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Yeah.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet...
And yet
For
what?
centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Just drink your
Perhaps too
wine.
clever for her own good.
The girl did
Your
say
answer
the
did not
loyalty was
satisfy.
unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks.
What do you want,
Is your
baby?
house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Sure.
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
Is that better for you?
Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey.
Huh?
If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father.
What do you
Old
want?
allegiances are not easily abandoned.
Jeez.
But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Sure.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I don't like you at all.
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find
The
it
queen
quick.
is displeased with your answer. Great.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of
This queen
ambitious
is annoying me.
opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Wait, what
I'm
was the
sure
question?
The girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
What?
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either.
Go away, queen. I don't like you. And she did tell me to say whatever to please her.
Of course, Your Grace.
What? Don't. Well, I'm just gonna stand here and chill. All right? Is that okay with you, Lord?
I'll walk you out.
Oh.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then, he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man.
Great.
I have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My
Good.
sister and I have our differences.
Oh, that's your
She takes
sister.
great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them.
Cool.
We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to sell your ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
I am.
I'll
Thank you.
consider it.
Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Does night mean day or something? Am I missing something here? Like, what the fuck? Okay, I just searched up night. The time from dusk to dawn when no sunlight is visible.
Mira, I was worried.
What?
How was it?
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah, what?
It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. It's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Yeah, no.
Marrying a king? I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
No.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
See, we're in the olden ages, right? Duh.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Aw, you're so nice.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
I warned her.
Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mirror.
Really? I thought she was
I'm
displeased.
glad it's over.
I'm glad about that. Hey, as I was saying, remember...
Landing can be
whatever.
exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am Queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Or hate you. Or kill you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
To lie?
You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family.
Wait, I agreed to
I
that?
appreciate your willingness to
Wait, what?
as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind.
Since
Something
when?
important.
Since when did I agree to that?
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Alright.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Yeah, I trust Sarah too.
Go on. Ask.
Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay. Roose Bolton's bastard.
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown...
That is no small request. Especially now.
If you can't, don't worry about
Knows
it.
only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady.
You
King
s-
Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
I don't know what I just did, but I should pay more attention to this game. Oh, I'm back to this guy. The guy that has maggots eating away and Mr. Horse. Wow! Thanks, Mr. Horse. Wait, I don't have a sword? God damn it, Uncle! Why didn't you give me a sword? At least give me a little dagger or something. God. Oh my God.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Who the fudge is him?
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
It's you again? What the fudge is going on?
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice.
Damn.
But he didn't make it easy.
Oh.
What with all that bloody noise?
Hello?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say,
Oh
the
God.
naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
Is that Lord Bolton?
does
Oh
now.
shit.
How much further is it to these foresters?
Or is that Ramsay
Day, my
Snow?
lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
What are we talking about? Uh-oh. Problem.
There.
Bear? Bear! Yeah, bear! What? Oh, you hear a horse?